Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be discussing about question set number 44. So let me give you guys some time to read the question. Just pause the video right here and read the questions. So here's the first part, and here's like the second part, and here's the third part. I think you guys have read the question, so I will explain to you what it means. So there's a school called Ranabima in Kandy, and the principal of that school needs to create a software to enter information of students, teachers, and the subject. Both student and teachers, the students study and teachers teach. So you need to create a database for that simply. So but there are like three methods in which you can create a database. First method is by what do you call, let me show you. First method is the normal method. So you can select the connection right here and right click and select new database. So this is the manual method, or you could use like an ER diagram to create the database. So okay, I mean, could go new model and just you could do the you could use that method to create a database. But this question requires us to use DDL query. So what do you mean by DDL query? DDL query are like the definition, data definition language. So that's what DDL stands for. So to execute this, you need to use MySQL CLI. CLI means MySQL command line interface. So I will just search MySQL and you will get MySQL 8.0 command line client. So select this, and you could use the connection, the what do you call, the password. You have to enter the password to access the connection. So I will enter my password here. This, and if all set, you will get to this window. So I will get the command for database. Says to show all the databases. So this is the similar view to this. So these are all the databases within this connection, and yeah, so I will create the database Ranabima CHDB. So this is simple actually. So create database. Okay, let me copy this. So this might not work because these are easy to these are hard to get for the without any errors. Okay, so I have created a database called Ranabima CHDB. So as you can see, there are no any database called Ranabima CHDB. So there is a database which I have created, Ranabima CHDB2, but not Ranabima CHDB. So if you look at here, this is the database I have created, and yeah, so now we have successfully answered the first question. Now before answering any of these, first you need to use the database. So let me first select use the database. So to execute any query related to the database, you need to use keyword first and then execute the queries. So the second question needs us to create a table called student, and it needs to have these what do you call, columns, so with these attributes. So let me get my notepad. and we can use the create table keyword. Create table student, and then within brackets, don't forget to use the semicolon, because semicolon is really important. And inside this bracket, student id. So this the data type of student id is int, and this has a not null value, not null. And this also have the attribute auto implement. So there can be a lot of mistakes here with the code, so just bear with me if any mistakes happen. So any mistake could happen because I'm manually typing these without copying any of these. So first name, so you could specify like the data type here and the attributes each column will have. So yeah, so this is vacha. Vacha means it takes a data type string, so it also has the not null attribute set, and I will set the primary key later on, so no need to worry about that now. So last name vacha 45, not null, right? Gender vacha 10. So vacha 10 means only you could insert into gender column up to 10 characters. So that's that. So this also should be not null. Then contact number, right? Contact number should be vacha 11 when this is not null. And then finally we have class, it is vacha 10 which have the attribute not null. And then we could set like the primary key of this table. So primary key of this table is student id, right? Okay, I think I have successfully created the DDL query without any errors. Hopefully this could run. So let me copy here. Okay, thank God this table has been created successfully. So query okay. So this has run successfully, so that's good news. So as you can see, there is a table called student which has these columns, and if you look at the design table, you could see the table with the following attributes. So I have successfully answered the second question. Now I have to answer the third question. So actually I have written some queries related to this related to the answers of this question. So I will explain to you what this means. So we have to create a table called teacher, right? So you could also use specify the database which the table will be created. So this is like the database, and database that the table is going to be created, and the table name here. So the first column is the primary key of this. So we will specify primary key in the last attribute last. We have first we specify the column, create the column, and then give the attribute primary key last. So that's that. And this is very similar to the first one. So I will not take any time to explain this. So there isn't any table called teacher. So Okay, so let me remove this. The teach table already exists. Refresh. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So this has to be runnable DB, right? Okay. Now if I run this, yeah, this is affected. So as you can say, these are the teach ID, first name, last name, gender, contact number, and yeah. So you could see the design is the required design asked by the question. So this is this, and you also have the auto increment option checked in the primary key. So that answers the second question. Now let me answer the third question. So oh no, that answers the third question. Now it's the final question. This time I will write the query. So to make you guys understand a little bit more, give you guys an idea about this DDL queries. So now we have to create the table called subject, right? So create table subject, and within bracket don't forget to add the semicolon here, and then select specify this column name subject ID. So this takes the data type int, length is not specified, so and this has the attribute not null, and this should auto increment, and then the subject name. Okay, it is varchar. Varchar means it's a string data type. So variable. Varchar stands for variable character. So one thing to keep in mind that. Okay, you run put a comma here. So 10th is 45 and this is null. And the primary key is, I'm going to specify the primary key of this table, which is subject ID. Subject ID. Okay. Let's see if this works. This works. So I copy this. Etc. Okay. So as you could see, there aren't any table called subject in here. And let me refresh this. You get the subject table, subject name and subject ID. Okay, I will show you the design, and yeah, as you could see, this subject ID becomes the primary key of this table, and you have selected the auto increment value also. And yeah, I think that wraps up the video. So thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you again next time. Peace.